Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. For those who want high post men. Now, I did some videos recently talking about the bag and all of this. And, I even did one saying most women ain't going to get that. Now, I want to talk about that same stuff, but from a different perspective. Now, if you watch my men's channel or any of my car videos, or follow me on Instagram, really, I had mentioned I was at a event this past weekend. And it was all high post brothers. All high post brothers, they were built, had money, professions, everything. And, they were there with the women. They were there. In fact, it was really a women's event. The men were escorting them. Any man there was pretty much escorting a woman. And, the brothers were ranging from, I say, just from looking at them, because, this was a black event. Black don't crack. So, I'm going to say 30s to 70s. But I was really paying attention to a lot of little things, little nuances. Like, you get a lot of women saying they want the bag, but honestly, you got to understand, a lot of those high post brothers, they not like, or men, aren't doing things the same way as maybe the Joe Schmoes that many women are used to dealing with, or the more blue collar types, or more guys with more modest jobs. It's a difference in energy. If y'all follow if anybody follows my Deep Thought channel, I talk about energy quite a bit, and it's just a difference in energy. And really, the things that might work or entice the guys, the regular guys out here, might not work as well with these other guys. Because just saying, oh, yeah, you're going to put on that little, too much makeup, or, might get that nice weave, you got that tat showing and everything. It probably ain't going to work. Or even like that thing highlighting your butt too much. It might not work. Or even, I'm going to tell you what, you dealing with those, if you're dealing with most high post brothers, men, period. Not even just brothers, just men, period. One, you're dealing with, you got to think about it. Most men are going to, if they're going to make money, they're not going to make it as an athlete or entertainer. And see, that's a little problem. I bring that up because, some people, some content creators had addressed that issue. A lot of times women looking at those entertainers and stuff like they the high post, and they're just entertainers. They can be broke in a year easily. And there's a whole lot of entertainers, they work in modest jobs afterwards. But the real high post would be the guys who run the company or the investors. And really in this culture, really it's the professionals. They're more likely, once they get to a certain level, the law firm partners, the top doctors, dentists, accountants, CPAs, stuff like that. When you're dealing with them, one is the educational level. Because more of those guys, they concerned about image. Because one of the things with guys on that level, they judge by the woman that they're with. I don't know if I said that here or on my men's channel, but I'm saying it now. They judge by the woman that they're with. And not only that, because at this event, it would have been very important for a woman to not only, or this level, for a woman not only to represent him, but really by herself to really fit in with other women there. Because at that level, when you start talking about that higher level, there's a lot of politics. I'll put it like that. It's not like you just get the bag, you can spend money and do all that stuff. There's a lot of politics. There's a lot of politics involved. People know each other. How your behavior is being scrutinized. And it's deeper than just saying, oh, I'm going to get that guy, he's just going to take care of me. It don't work that way. And you might be, you know what, you might be educated yourself. You might actually have a degree or two or whatever. But socially, do you fit it? Are you going to fit in with the high post? And even if that high post dude came from a more modest background, it's a different thing because it's that whole social milieu that you're dealing with. It's that whole social milieu. And, of course, got mostly black women listening. Don't think you escape that. You go over to, a man of another race if he's high post. And don't think you escape it at all. They can be worse on that side. They can be worse. I've known some people. It can be way worse because one of the things that's not talked about in these discussions is class level. Now, of course, you have some examples of like some celebrities, getting some women of a different social class, but celebrities shouldn't even, their thing was just talent. They were just able to cross whatever, get money based on talent. It's a different thing when you have to get a job based on how well you socialize with like the company CEO or the partner of the law firm or the, administrator of the hotel. The hotel too, the hospital. It's a different thing. And so those who have to seriously want that, that's why, I've said publicly, I say, our best thing to do is find that guy building and ride with him. Because the Cinderella fantasy don't really work with these high post dudes. They will get clowned. I've actually known of a case. It was a prominent family in the D.C. area. I'm not going to call their name, but anybody is from D.C. and they kind of in that world, they'll recognize the name right away. Very prominent. Probably the name has been in a couple books that talked about particularly the black upper class. Their name has been in the books. And it was a big scandal because one of the scions of that family brought home, let's just say his peers called the woman a succubus. Just totally tacky, and it was like a major thing. That class issue is big. So it's like one of the things you got to think about. And unfortunately, in all communities, when you start talking about that high post, the class component is very important. It's like, and when I say, like I said, you can be educated out the gills, but, were you that woman who was an AKA or something? Or one of those, like, what I call, like in the white community, or white sororities and stuff, MRS sororities, where the women are basically groomed to be somebody's wife. That's the thing. And it's not saying anything is wrong with you or anything like that, but I'm just being realistic about the social dynamics when you deal with a certain caliber of man. Even some of the manipulative tricks that I know some of y'all use ain't gonna work as well with them because they looking into a certain archetype for you to fit into. And that archetype could even it could even be your physical appearance. Like I said, the weaves and tattoos, boom. Now, if you're a woman that don't apply to you, hey, you don't have any tattoos, you got some class, boom, you can go higher. There's a certain thing or even a certain awareness of what's going on in the world. Because like I say, a lot of it is just some social thing. You have to represent that person. He's looking at you like that. And not always of that, like, oh yeah, we're a power couple thing. So it's some real stuff. Now, like I've said on my men's channel, I'm familiar with that world because it's just a unique upbringing. It's like I got to flip between different worlds coming up. Yeah, love those Jack and Jill parties when I was younger. But anyway, I wanted to share that, ladies. It just ain't too... See, one of the things, somebody would say, oh, you're discouraging us and all. That's like, no, I'm having people, and I do this on my men's channel. People just need to face reality about stuff. People have some magical thinking. Men and women. Let me make that clear. And I'm just saying, look, if you want this is what you got to be. So, anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.